At first glance, the passing of RBG and the quick pouncing by Republicans to nominate an ultra-conservative justice to replace her seemed like a big win for Trump and to enhance or even ensure his chances of winning the 2020 election. A closer look reveals the public, by and large, is against this power grab. 80% of Democrats and, surprisingly, 50% of Republicans are opposed. Also, it is being said this move will further enrage women as a gender against Trump and guarantee a solid and united Democratic voter turnout for this election. But what about the astrology in particular? How does it show up in Trump's chart? The timing suggests the combination of Jupiter's September 12th station together with the upcoming Saturn station on the 29th. September 18th, 19th, when Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, is within the orb of both those stations. The Republicans and Trump seem to think this event will not only help them to create a right-wing court, but that it will also help Trump's re-election, even if it were through his litigation of the November election and a final resolution of the conflict by the 6-3 majority in his favor. With all due respect to their opinions, and to the thinking of some on this channel who seem to believe that Trump is untouchable, unconquerable, invulnerable, and even divinely ordained. With all due respect to all of that, I strongly beg to differ. That is not what is going to happen here. First of all, I don't believe Saturn is Trump's friend. Being an irresponsible and undisciplined boob, he has a terrible relationship to this planet, and 2020 has shown it again and again. Mistake after mistake, misjudgment after misjudgment. Even though currently stationary trine is MC, if we go back to late January, it went through these very degrees when his misjudgment on COVID has now led to the unnecessary death of tens of thousands. If this trine were from Virgo, then it would be another story altogether, because then it would be supporting itself and Venus at the same time through sextile. But from Capricorn, the benefits of a midheaven trine are obliterated by the opposition it makes to itself and to Venus, as well as the quincunx it makes to Mars. The court move has the feel of expansion, which is Jupiter, but notice it is a square. So I judge it to be excessive expansion, mistaken expansion, misplaced optimism that does not lead to success. I've seen this again and again with Jupiter squares and oppositions. The appearance of apparent opportunities to expand that prove unwise if one takes the bait. In contrast to the Trump and the Republicans' view on this, that it's going to cement their chances to win, I think this is the final nail in their coffin. They are going to lose the presidency and the Senate. If they appoint a judge before the election, you can pretty much guarantee the upcoming Democratic Senate will install a minimum of 2 and as many as 4 judges to counteract their shameless theft of court seats. If you think I'm incorrect, just watch what happens over the next several weeks. McConnell is going to notice that the condition of Senate races for his imperiled senators is going to deteriorate. And in races they are now winning by a smidgen, they'll decline a point or two and begin to look like they might lose. Mitch will have to decide whether the court seat is more important than keeping control of the Senate, but he will be conflicted because he suspects he may lose the Senate anyway. I know, it's a tough conflict, Mitch. Enjoy. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. As for Trump, the blue wave that was going to swamp anyway is now going to be even bigger. Count more women of all ages in this tsunami. I'll end by saying this. If you're worried that he'll just steal the election, remember, to do that, he still needs a reasonably close result on election night, and he probably cannot lose Florida on the 3rd of November. His problem is the election night planets aren't going to give him that chance. And yes, he will still scream and flail about, but it will be to no avail. His divine ordination is running out. And finally, remember, vote, vote, vote no matter what. Your vote is your receipt. If everyone votes, we are going to win this.